Tasting like a boss. Sorry not to be so loud this morning, but it's still a little early. I'm having a nice relaxed morning. I've started out my day great so far. It's a beautiful Florida morning. You hear the birds chirping a little bit. It is the second day of March, and I'm getting some actually scent coming off of the grapefruit tree that is starting to not bloom, but the fruits are just beginning to form. So little tiny little things. Same with the peach tree, but the peach tree isn't providing any scent as far as I can tell right now. I have two puppies who you probably saw in the thumbnail. To bring it down, I don't usually do this, but I might as well for right now. I got these two guys, Kylo and rolling with me right now, just chilling out next to each other, being calm. And the other two are roaming around the backyard. If they come by, we'll say hey. So it's a different video than typical, and that's because I want today's video to be a little laid back. It is the second in the Too Much Coffee series that we're going to be doing. The last review I did was last night, but it was of a flavor that I had actually completed a couple days before. So the flavor we're doing today, I've had a couple days with, and in fact, I'm on my last little part here. And sorry for that abrupt edit. As I was doing the video, the phone died, and I had to take a little break and get breakfast going for the family. So where I left off is that the coffee that I have completed and been drinking for the last few days is by 8 O'Clock Coffee Company. It is a medium roast. It is a flavor inspired by Florida, caramel flan. And in the back, it gives this explanation. And I think, I'm not sure if I read this in the initial review. My initial review, which was a 3-way review, I'll put in the description. I will let you know, just Reader's Digest on it. I thought of the 3 formats, cold brew coffee is the only one that worked on at all. In the drip, it actually created a sour taste, which I did not like. And on the espresso, it just wasn't anything I would serve anyone. I don't think it would be a good thing. So if anything, it was going to be a cold brew. I wasn't a huge fan of it, which is why I had so much of it left over. But here's the explanation, because I do want to give a criticism on this, and I'm not saying you shouldn't get it, but just hear me out. This is the description. The trick to a great flan de leche begins and ends with caramello. Sugar heated slowly over a steady flame until it reaches just the right amber hue without becoming bitter. Florida Caramel Flan saves you the trouble. Our master blenders have combined coffee beans with exquisite flan flavors that bring out notes of vanilla bean, cinnamon, and caramel. Now that's a taste that's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so scent-wise, I think I said in the last video, I'll say it again. Scent-wise on this is not overpowering. In fact, when you smell the bag inside, it's rather pleasant. You do get the coffee notes, but you get a nice subtle vanilla smell. It's sort of like when you wear vanilla body lotion, or if you smell vanilla body lotion. So it's pleasant, it's nice, and there you go. I mean, that's all there is to it. I do not like the selection of the flavor to represent the state of Florida, which is the state I'm in. I just feel like there might have been other things I could have looked at. And also, I don't think of Florida when I think of flan. I mean, flan is a French invention, and though I know it is big in some Hispanic cultures, when I think about like Hispanic desserts, or if I think of like Florida desserts, well, of course you think of key lime pie, but I'm not saying you should do that. Another company tried that, and I'm not even going to touch it, at least not yet. But I think about tres leche, and even here they say, oh, it's flan de leche. Just call it tres leche, and really pump up the creaminess, pump up the milk flavor, pump up that taste. Here, it's just an excuse of something to create a vanilla bean and cinnamon flavored coffee. This company, 8 O'Clock Coffee, is not an expensive coffee brand at all. You can get it at the grocery store. Oftentimes, buy one, get one free. Their hazelnut coffee is good. So this is a company I know that can do flavored coffees. And is it the best in the world? No, but it's not horrible either. I mean, they're good. I am very disappointed in this flavor because there's just not enough flavor to it. It's a weak cold brew coffee in the first place. So this is like, again, the remnants of what I have left. And it's just an okay cold brew. And then at the end, you're like, oh, here's that flavor, that vanilla and caramel. It's just not enough. So I don't really understand it, especially since this coffee is known really to be a coffee that's to be brewed. It's not meant to be a cold brew coffee exclusively or primarily. It's drip, and it was horrible. It was sour. So for this, I don't recommend you getting it, and I'm more concerned for this company. They're not a Florida-based company. I think they actually roast in Maryland. But it's just such a disappointment. That's two flavors from the Too Much Coffee review series that I am disappointed with. So I'm going to try to move to the next flavor, one I know I like, but just so happen to have some left over. I don't know how long it's going to take to finish that bag. I'm not even sure which one it's going to be. For those of you who know the flavors I have, if there's one in particular you really want me to dedicate the next, several days to a week on, put it in the comments. That'd be great. And if you have a difference of opinion on this, that's it. But this is another one here. This I'm never going to get again. And I can say that this flavor has kind of changed the way I feel about the company. I still give a thumbs up to its hazelnut coffee, but I don't know. This is just no. So until next time, people, hit like, subscribe, share. We're at over 450 subscribers now, which is that's like 450 family members of people who like watching silly stuff about coffees and candies and seeing the Chihuahuas, and I really appreciate it, and we love you guys. That's it. So until next time, keep tasting like a boss. Thanks so much.